but very important topic that I want you to pay attention to. That is all about success. I want you to stop chasing success books and start building your life step by step. That is what I want you to do. I am not saying don't go reading success book or don't go watching success stories. All I'm saying is that stop reading them. There's a difference between reading a book and living the book. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today. Now, anytime you see a book titled 7 Rules to Life Success, 7 Steps to Success, 7 Things to Do to Become Successful, Best 5 Tips to Make You Successful Overnight. When you see all of these books, I want you to avoid them. Don't even read them, because these are books that speak in abstract, stories that will never resonate with yours. The reason is that some of these books, the messages in them leave you with pressure, leave you with a lot of disturbance, leave you with a lot of regret. It makes you feel like you are nobody, you have not pushed that much, and you are a loser. Now, let me explain something to you. Your life, the whole person that you are, will be different from me. Your whole life is different from somebody. Your circumstances, where you find yourself, may be different from somebody. Your strength, your weakness may be different from someone's own. You are unique made. And so, some of these formulas, some of these messages, some of these books is speaking about someone's personal life, personal development, the things they did that brought them to that point, which some of this may never resonate or work well with you, because yes, they are different people. These are people who came up by that formula. So what worked for person A may not work for you. So if someone tells you 7 rules to success, 7 steps to be successful, it is a lie. Because the point is that the circumstances, peace be unto you too. The circumstances the person found himself to be that successful may be different from you. The environment alone may be different. So anybody that tells you that 7 tips to be successful is a lie. But rather, you have to start building your life, because your life is different from theirs. You can listen and learn 1 or 2 things from what they say, but bear with me, what they say 100% will never work for you. It will leave you with pressure and a lot of thinking, and sometimes regret, and make you feel like you haven't even worked enough in this life. You need to start building yourself, because you are a different person. Your life is different, your opportunities are different, your circumstances are different, your strengths and weaknesses are different from the person. I remember when I was at the university, I read this book first, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I was very happy reading that book. I was happy. I felt like I was successful. In fact, I couldn't implement anything in that book. After university, I had a book called Think and Grow Rich. I read it. So some of these book stories contain messages. Kiyosaki. Some of these messages in this book contain a life story of someone who have tried some 1 or 2 errors and has made it. Even though the messages he or she point out, some of them are truth. But the circumstance where you find yourself, what you do, your strength and weaknesses can never be aligned with that. And so you end up trying and over-trying what they have tried, and it will never work for you. So you need to find yourself and start building your life. Because remember, whatever they did and became successful was things that they continually did like a habit, and did and it became successful for them. But the question is, have you tried something that has become successful for you? No. So sometimes I feel like these books leave some kind of pressure on the mind, make you feel like you're going to be successful overnight, but it's never true. Success are experiences gathered by an individual, and it has been consistently worked upon. That is why you listen to people. They say seven steps to grow rich. Seven, at the end of the day, you read it, but you never become rich, or you never improve. Why? Because the circumstances are different. Their weaknesses, your strength, they are different. You are all different people from different caliber. So what do you have to do? What am I saying? Number one, stop chasing shortcuts. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Okay, don't worry, we'll talk about that. But I don't want you to feel bad about that which you have. Any circumstance you find yourself, you should be able to appreciate it, because with time, you are going to grow over it. So back to what I'm saying. Stop chasing shortcut. 7 books to success. 7 steps to become rich. If you do this, you're going to become rich overnight. They are all lies. They are all lies. Rather, start building your life. Start trying things that really resonate with yourself, your weaknesses, your strength, and you will find yourself. Remember, one of the questions you have to start asking yourself if you want to build yourself to be that rich yourself, your own experiences, not someone's book experiences. This is what you have to start doing. Ask yourself, okay, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? What can I offer? What value can I offer to people? What do I have now that when I share, I can make a lot of money? Now, remember, the whole life we are living in this world is about offering and providing value or providing support to another person. Anybody who is providing support for you, providing something for you, is a rich person. So anybody who has made a car for people to use is making a lot. Anybody who has created a laptop for students to use, to practice, to do their project works and all is successful. They have been able to set themselves, provide value, provide something that will serve as a means of help. So ask yourself, is there anything I can do better? Can I offer to somebody to be successful? The moment you find that, my brother, you are just rich. And that is how come Elon Musk, Mark, all these rich top guys did. Those owning Facebook, TikTok, they found a problem. They sat down, found a problem, and that problem became a help to some of us. And they are making a lot of money from us. So that's what we need to find. Start asking yourself, what can I do? I watched a lecture today with this man, Myron Golden, and he spoke about this, how to reach your financial. Yes, exactly. So, like I'm saying, whatever he taught there is something he has tried before and it has worked for him. So you have to try. If you try and it doesn't work, it means you have to start searching yourself and start doing something that will really work with you. He said you can walk or ride a bike or drive a car or take a jet as analogy for the vehicle one should choose to reach success. Yeah, exactly. So if you read, like you're saying, Myron, you watched an interview or you watched a program, immediately you watch the program, make sure that that program or that book you read, you are going to try to leave off the book. When I say leave off, I mean try to practicalize the book and see whether, if you are trying to practicalize it, will it work? Because if you read a book, if you listen to a talk and you don't try to practicalize it, it will not work. If you practicalize it and it doesn't work, it means that that concept he's teaching can never resonate with you. So you need to find yourself and try something that will work with you. Because these are all suggestions they are making. Do this, and you become successful. But when you try it, that is where you see the problems. That's where you see the challenges, and you say, okay, this thing cannot work for me. This thing will work for me. This thing will work. So you add, subtract, and you find yourself. So 1, stop chasing shortcut. 2, when you read book, don't live in the book, rather live out of the book, which means that be practical with the book. After reading, try to practicalize it and see if it will work or not. If it doesn't work, keep trying. If it doesn't work, stop reading, stop thinking about it, and start finding yourself. Because you need to find your will. All these people we are looking up to that are successful, they did some things gradually. They failed so many times before they got up there. So if you haven't failed and you want to take their formula, you want to take their height and assume that you'll be there overnight, it's never true. You need to try, you need to fail, you You need to make mistakes. You need to lose a lot. You need to learn a lot, because life alone is about experiences. The experiences I have, the experiences you have, I don't have. And so the experiences that makes you better. So 2, do not live in books. When you read a book, try to practicalize a book and see whether this book helpful. Will this book help me to reach my goals? You have to ask a lot of questions. You have to ask a lot of questions, because these are very, very important. So all these things that this success coach offer, when you do this, you become successful. They are all good. They are all motivations. Yeah, that is fine, because you need motivation. But don't solely rely on motivation. Discipline yourself to see if whatever they are saying, you can practicalize it. Like what quiet on the set said. If you have listened to the talk, try and see if in the next 1 month or 2 you can practicalize what Myron said. If it starts working for you, good luck. Push harder. But if it doesn't work for you, it means that his environment was different from you. His strengths are different from you. His weaknesses are different from you. So find yourself and you'll be successful. True, I always think to get a side job, but I'm thinking, what service can I provide that will generate more money than 2 jobs? Exactly. So you see this thing that you are trying to find. If you can even take about 1 month to think deep and find it, my brother, you are rich forever. But the point is that you start thinking today, tomorrow you forget about it because you're already tired. But if you can gradually search, if you don't get it today, tomorrow, tonight, even in a month or in 2 months, you are able to find one, what you can do, what service you can provide that will make a lot of money than 2 jobs, you are gone. And that is the difficulty. Can you sit down? Can you make research? People made research, a lot of research before this computer came into being. Do you know how laptop came into being? Do you know how they were manufactured? Do you know what the thinking, how many years went into the production? The problem is that we want quick things. So when we start to get today and it's not working, oh Charlie, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Let me go and find some job. No. If you can have a prototype of whatever you want to do for 2 months, 3 months, working, doing research, doing ad and manuals, and looking at its weaknesses. There's something in business called SWOT analysis, checking the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or whatever it is, and you're able to even do it in 3 months or 1 year, and it's firm with you, bro, you are gone, because that is an experience you have had. That is a research you have owned. That is an experience you have gathered. Those are things you can confidently speak for because you have thought deep into it. So it takes a lot of thinking to come up with something better. So I will urge you, quiet on the set, that keep on thinking about what service can you really offer that can pay you 2 times of the job you are even having now. And the moment you are able to find it, you are on your success ride and you go. I remember I have a friend who work at Kaswa, and what he does is that when we were in the university, he didn't go to the university, but he said he realized that there was a market for coastal frozen meats like fish, chicken, and all those stuff. So he said he would do that. He now owns 3 cold shops that offer people on large scale, and at the end of every week, the kind of money that comes from the 3 shops that he owned. I don't own a business like he did, but he found that, okay, this is what I can do, and the boy is fuckingly making it. But that was his strength, because me, I cannot do anything pertaining to coastal or fish. He found that is his strength, he can do, and he's making it. If I decide that, okay, because my friend is doing coastal, let me try one, I may fail because maybe it may not align with my strength, it may not align with my interest. And this thing comes with finding your interest, finding your strength, finding your weaknesses, and finding your area. Checking around what service that can go a long way. So you see, it's not an overnight thing. 7 books to success, 8 tips to success, 8 tips to riches. They are all lies. It won't work. You are just reading books to just motivate yourself and lying to yourself. It will never work. Start asking yourself, what service can I render? What service can I provide? What help? If it will take you 1 month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months or a year to find one service, a strong service, that is the end of you. You are gone. You are gone, because when you were thinking, making research, checking the weaknesses, checking its opportunities, people were asleep, and that is a success for you. I want to leave this with you. Yes, I finished them after that. Yeah, so you need to make sure that any great idea you even find from a success coach, you need to try it. Any great idea you find, try it. If someone shares with you a great idea and you don't try it, then forget about it. You always come back and listen to great talks and be happy and still be a pauper. Yeah, test it. You need to test it. You need to learn it. You need to practicalize it. Practice it. If you practice it, that's where you are going to see the errors, the lapses, the mistakes. So learning helps you, and out of the learning, you are trying. Sure, I'll see you some other time. Quiet on the set. Thank you for joining. So learning and trying and failing, adjusting and trying again. That is the formula. Learning, you are trying, you are failing, you are adjusting yourself, and you are trying again. Do you know how TikTok was made? And do you know how TikTok started? Do you know how Facebook started? Do you even know how YouTube started? Do you know how they started it? So these are things that I've gone through a lot of trial, adjustment, learning, retrying. Okay, and it has become successful now for millions and billions of people over the world, and it can happen to anybody like that. So whatever you listen, whatever you read, whatever concept you want to share with you, try them, test them if they will work for you. If they work for you, good luck. If they don't work for you, try again, readjust, find yourself, try something that can lead you, okay, to your destination you want to go. The last thing I will talk about here, and I'll be off from here, is that yes, success books are good. They are motivatory because they edge you and give you some kind of future. They give you some kind of hope. So read the book, listen to podcasts, watch educational content, but do not believe that they are going to make you rich overnight. As you listen, as you watch, as you try to practicalize it. Try it and see if it will work. If it doesn't work, stop following it. So when you listen to a podcast, don't listen for listening's sake, but try it out. If you try and it works, kudos to yourself. If you try and you fail, readjust and try again. If it doesn't work, you stop it and you leave it, and you choose other things to do. This is a very important part of success. So there is no shortcut to success, and there is no 7 steps or formula to success. The formulas are some people's experiences. Any 7 tips, any 5 tips, any 10 tips to success is somebody's experiences which has been gathered, and that it has worked with the person. It may not work for you because your life is different. Your circumstances are different, your strengths are different, your weaknesses are different, your interest areas are different. So there's no formula to success. Don't ever be deceived. Those are books about someone's life. Set yourself, find yourself, and you will be successful. I hope this message will serve as a blessing for you, will serve as a rethinking for you, and then you are going to have time. Hi, Christina, how are you? I hope this message is going to give you the chances for you to rethink. Whatever information you get, you are going to practicalize it. Live practically to the message, whether it's a podcast or it's a video. You are going to work with it. You are going to try and see whether it will work for you. It is very, very important. In this world, we are living by experiences, trials, errors, mistakes, adjustment, and that makes one better. If you don't have any of this, then you don't have what it takes to be that successful. And I leave this with you, and I hope that it's going to serve as a motivation for you to push yourself up. Yeah, push yourself up to success. So do not believe any 7 tips or 5 tips or 10 tips to success or be successful overnight. They're never true. I'll see you in my next podcast, in my next training, and in my next advice. I hope this has been a blessing and has been a great message to you. So I want you to try your best and find something. Find one service. Ask yourself, what are you really good at? What value can you offer? Even if you don't want to start that value today, find it, write it down, and start building around it. One day it's going to be a multi-million, let's say, business for you. If you don't even implement it today, in the next future or some time to come, you're going to implement it, and that's going to be the success of your time. All right, stay blessed.